Theo Silverton has revealed himself to be a deeply sinister figure in Coronation Street, as his treatment of his partner Todd Grimshaw has gone far beyond concerning and become overtly abusive. Despite enduring the horrors of conversion therapy, an ordeal that left him profoundly scarred and emotionally shattered, Todd now finds himself trapped in an increasingly volatile and unsafe relationship, with Theo displaying both violent outbursts and chillingly manipulative cruelty. Although Todd initially ended things after Theo force-fed him kebab while hurling vile insults, Theo managed to worm his way back into Todd's life through deceit and charm. Since moving in together, Theo's behavior has spiraled even further out of control. His rage exploded when Todd failed to share his anger over the death of disgraced conversion therapist Noah Headley, and he openly expressed hostility toward Todd's friend and co-worker George Shuttleworth for simply stopping by for a casual drink. During a night out in Manchester's gay village with Sean Tully, James Bailey, Mary Taylor, Glenda Shuttleworth, and Christina Boyd, tensions escalated once more. Already fuming after James teasingly flirted with Todd, Theo's temper erupted completely when he encountered Owen, who confronted him after recognizing, with the support of his new partner, that his past relationship with Theo had also been abusive. Owen firmly told Theo that his past trauma from conversion therapy did not excuse the abusive way he treated others. Still, Theo tried to twist the confrontation, manipulating the situation and turning the blame back onto Owen, a classic display of his toxic control tactics. Afterward, Theo brushed off the encounter to Todd, claiming it was just a run-in with a couple of strangers. But when Todd later came across a photo of Theo and Owen on his phone, Theo exploded, accusing Todd of being possessive and invasive. He eventually admitted that Owen was a former partner, but painted a distorted picture, portraying Owen as the violent, domineering one while casting himself as the victim. His fury only grew when he accused Todd of flirting with James, and after their row reached its peak, Theo stormed out to Canal Street, abandoning Todd behind. The next morning, with Theo still missing, Todd's anxiety mounted when someone handed in Theo's phone to the cabin. After hearing about Todd's distress from Gary Windus, Theo briefly slipped back into the flat, only to vanish again without a word. In scenes set for next week, as Todd confides in George about Theo's disappearance, Theo happens upon Victoria Garden, where he discovers Asha Alahan in serious distress after taking a dangerous mix of drugs and alcohol. Asha has been struggling deeply following a series of traumatic experiences in her paramedic job. An emotionally draining day ended with her being racially abused and spat on by a drunk patient, and with her twin brother Adi having recently moved to India, she's been suffering in silence. Theo quickly calls out for help, and Asha is rushed to hospital. Later, Todd confronts Theo, furious over his sudden reappearance and disappearance. Before leaving again, Theo tells him what happened, and Amy Barlow later confirms that Theo might have actually saved Asha's life. Now left reeling and confused, Todd finds himself once more uncertain of how to feel about Theo. Can he make sense of this new, complicated turn of events? Coronation Street icon praises remarkable Tanisha Gorey amid harrowing suicide storyline. Coronation Street veteran Jimmy Harkishin has shared heartfelt praise for his on-screen daughter, Tanisha Gorey, as her character Asha Alahan faces a deeply emotional and distressing new chapter. Recent episodes of the ITV soap have shown Asha battling severe anxiety and panic attacks after a traumatic shift in her role as a paramedic. In a powerful standalone installment, viewers saw that Asha's mental health began to crumble following a shocking incident. She witnessed a tragic death before being racially abused and assaulted by an intoxicated woman. Matters worsened when the same woman, Naomi, unexpectedly appeared at an event at the Chariot Square Hotel. Denying any blame for the attack, Naomi's presence sent Asha into a deeper spiral of despair. Trying to help, stepmom Bernie Winter took matters into her own hands, but her interference backfired when Naomi threatened legal action. Feeling defeated and unsupported, Asha decided to withdraw her police complaint. Her struggles intensified as she began skipping work and turning to alcohol. Concern grew when her colleague Sienna informed Dev Alahan that Asha hadn't returned to her shifts. Caught off guard and ashamed when her father confronted her, Asha reached again for the bottle, and it was Amy Barlow who realized how serious the situation had become, alerting Dev in panic. He gets this call from Amy, and his entire world collapses, Jimmy explained. That's when Dev starts slipping into denial. He just can't accept what's happening. Arriving to find a paramedic attending to his daughter, Dev is left horrified when they ask if Asha might have mixed drugs with the wine she'd been drinking. The family are shaken when the drug test returns positive results, prompting Bernie to voice her fears that Asha may have intentionally harmed herself, a possibility Dev refuses to acknowledge. Jimmy shared insight into Dev's emotional turmoil, explaining how his character struggles to balance his grief and guilt. Dev channels all his frustration, anger, and self-blame into lashing out at Bernie, he revealed. But when he returns to the hospital, he completely changes. He's gentle, kind, and apologetic with Asha. Then, the moment he walks out, all that pain floods back. He's furious, heartbroken, and crying, and his daughter never sees any of it. It's like he's wearing this mask that slips the second he's out of her sight. The actor also took a moment to express deep admiration for his longtime co-star, Tanisha Gori, who has played his on-screen daughter for over 16 years. Tanisha is honestly incredible, Jimmy said warmly. She's got such natural talent. What she does just feels instinctive and genuine. I always feel completely safe working with her. He continued, I don't even know where she's picked it up from. Maybe just from being part of Coronation Street for so many years, absorbing everything around her. She's so capable, confident, and professional, and truly, she feels like my real daughter. Not someone acting the role. She's part of the family. Coronation Street's Lisa George opens up about health battle after sight loss scare. Former Coronation Street star Lisa George has spoken candidly about life after leaving the ITV soap and her ongoing health challenges. The actress, best known for playing Beth Sutherland for 13 years, has spent the past year focusing on her well-being and new goals. Alongside earning 2 history diplomas, the Dancing on Ice alum has been managing a rare eye condition that's left her partially sighted in one eye and with limited peripheral vision in the other. After years of uncertainty following episodes of vision loss in 2016 and 2022, Lisa was diagnosed with Nion, a condition that affects the optic nerve. My eyes have stabilized now, she told the Mirror. I can see long distances, but reading is blurry, so I wear glasses. Night driving's not my favorite because of blind spots, though that might just be age. Lisa recalled a frightening episode in 2022 while celebrating Corey co-star Katie McGlynn's birthday. The restaurant was dark, and when I looked at the menu, everything was blurry. I called my ophthalmologist the next day and ended up in hospital for a week, she explained. Now classed as visually impaired on her acting CV, Lisa admits she once feared it would hold her back, but says the industry is becoming far more inclusive. There's much better access for people with disabilities now, she said. Determined to keep performing, Lisa recently appeared in pantomime and praised the support of her colleagues. Everyone was amazing and made things so easy for me. She'll return to the stage this December in Cinderella at York's Grand Opera House. Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1.